Good morning or good afternoon, depending upon when you're listening to this. This is how we're going to use Excel as our friend to do our statistical sampling. In the past, we've done sampling looking at materiality, and we can still use that, but this will be an example how we randomly can make a choice when we have an example of 12 months in front of us. And the example I'm going to give you, we're going to say this is a calendar year in, and as you know, as a rule of thumb, when you do a calendar year in, you always have to choose December. And this Excel sheet is going to show us how to choose 2 other months randomly. And as you know, as a rule in our firm, 20% of the population should be chosen. So if you had 30 invoices, then you're going to want to test 6 of them. So the Excel sheet I'm going to show you will be a basis of how we can use it to make other choices when we do our auditing. So here is an example of when we have 11 months. Again, by default, we're going to choose our 12th month as December. And the first month of the year you can see is January, February, March, etc. Because you have to tag numerically your sampling of items. And that's what we've done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to 11. And over here will be the sample. So for instance, if I were to select this and my sample comes up the 5th month and the 6th month, well, that would be the equivalent to May and June. And you can see the 3rd month will always be choosing December. So understanding that, anytime I make any entry into this spreadsheet, it's going to change it. You can see that's July and this is October, and that can be kind of annoying. So there's a workaround, because you wouldn't want to make your selection and then inadvertently hit a key and hence override the selection you made. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to do a control copy, and from there you're going to go up to your screen for the home page, and you're going to paste, and you're going to go into paste as labels, the 3rd choice down. And that will then lock that sample in so you can't override that, and that's the objective, because you don't want to make any entries to override it. It's very important I show you what the formula looks like, and you can dig into the formula more, but you can see the first column here, the months, that's just the items. You're going to tag those auditors. The first thing you want to do is number things. And then the random table here, well, that's the @rand function that Excel is using, and then we're just going to call out the areas that we're using and where the numbers will be popping up. You can alter this so you can have more selections over here by altering this formula. But this is the basis of how we do a selection without replacement, and this is how we want to continue to do the work papers in our firm in this area. Thank you for your attention.